here on Press TV's Top 5. Elsewhere, South Korea and the United States are holding a 12-day military drill amid rising tensions on the Korean Peninsula. Nearly 15,000 South Korean and American forces are taking part in the amphibious landing war games. The military exercise is the largest such joint drill over the past 2 decades. It comes a day after North Korea launched 2 mid-range ballistic missiles. Pyongyang views the drills as an act of provocation. Press TV's Jennifer Chang joins us from Seoul. Jennifer, give us more on the nature of the drills and specifically about their timing as well.
The largest joint marine drills ever to be held annually by South Korea and the U.S., and they may well have been very threatening to North Korea. They are part of larger overall joint military drills, which are held every year by South Korea and the U.S. Now, these drills started this year on February 24th. But ever since those drills started this year, North Korea has been very peaceful in its reactions, unlike last year when it threatened nuclear war. Until now, before it fired the 2 ballistic missiles, which are mid-range missiles, it had only fired short-range Scud missiles or rockets, or, very old Soviet-era, rockets that had a very short range of only about 60 or 70 kilometers. But for the first time yesterday, it fired these ballistic mid-range missiles going back to its old ways, which caused tremendous concern in the U.S. and in South Korea, and of course in the UN, which has issued strict sanctions against North Korea in the past for the firing of such ballistic missiles.
Jennifer, obviously a lot of developments on the Korean Peninsula, but let's look to the near future. How are recent events likely to affect the tensions between the 2 neighbors?
Well, while all of this was going on, there were some interesting developments. Barack Obama, the U.S. president, had talked South Korea's president, Park Geun-hye, and the Japanese leader, the Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, into getting over historical grievances between South Korea and Japan and sitting down at the negotiating table and holding talks at The Hague along with Barack Obama. The 3 leaders held talks just as North Korea was firing those 2 ballistic missiles. They were showing a united front against what they called North Korean aggression. And North Korea has always accused the South Koreans and the Americans of holding the joint military drills each year as preparations for an invasion of North Korea. So they could have very well felt extremely threatened by the actions of the 3 leaders at the summit at The Hague.
Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer Chang from Seoul.